Does Jesus descend from Melchizedek? Biologically? We're about to get deep, so hold on to your hats. First, we're going to start with Judah. Judah marries Tamar. Now, it does not say who Tamar's parents are. However, there's some clues if you dig. All right, Genesis 38. We've got Judah going down from his brethren. He hooks up with a Canaanite woman, and he's got a buddy who's an Adulamite named Hira. With that wife, he has Onan, and Shelah, and he has Shelah in Chezib. This is important. That dot right there is Chezib, and this area, though Canaan, would later be Judah, the area of Judah. So they were actually residing in Judah pre-Egypt, and then they would come back, his lineage would come back and settle there, based on the land inheritance given by God. Now we've got Tamar, who Judah in fact handpicked. So he goes and picks her for his first son. That doesn't work out. Second son doesn't work out. God eliminates them. Okay. Then Judah says to her, go to your father's house, and then when Shelah is old enough, I'll send him to marry you. So where was her father's house? So poor girl is remaining a widow, hanging at her father's house, and she dwelt there. At one point, Judah went up to his sheep shears in Timnah, and he goes with his friend Hira, who was the Adulamite that we just talked about. And in the process, Tamar hears about it, takes off her widow's garment, and sits by the way of the road. So let's break out the map. He's here. He's got to go up there where the red dot is. Since there's really no cities in between there and there, and his buddy, the Adulamite, was from right there, I'm thinking he's going to take the merchant way, because obviously there's a road there if they've got cities plopped there. And I think she was from Beth Shemesh. That city would later be given to the Levites. Now, the Levites had no land inheritance, but they were actually given that city specifically. So, why is that interesting? 3 months later, after he had sent his buddy Hira to go and give her the goat that he offered her for, sleeping with him, he couldn't find her. She shows up at the palace or wherever and says, I'm pregnant. He says, let her be burnt. But burning wasn't the punishment for adultery. So why would you want to burn her? The punishment for adultery would be stoning, unless you're of a priestly line, which means that Tamar was the daughter of a priest. So I was like, was she a Levite? But then I was like, it doesn't fit, because the Levites didn't become priests until they were in the desert in Egypt, starting with Moses and Aaron. And this is long before that. Well, so I thought maybe a Midianite priest. Maybe she's a daughter of a Midianite. No, I don't think so. And by the way, I did not figure this out myself. This I heard from Captain Cookie. He picks out all these little nuggets, and I was like, dang, that one blew my mind. So which priestly line does she come from? Let's rewind. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of kings and blessed him. But I thought Melchizedek had no father, no mother, and no descent. Turns out that Melchizedek is a title, not a person. So the order of Melchizedek was a group of high-up priests, and the one who blessed Abraham by the wayside when he was returning from the slaughter is my guess as to who Tamar's ancestor was, to whom also Abraham gave a 10th part of all, first being, by interpretation, king of righteousness, and after that also a king of Salem, which is king of peace, without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning days nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth priest continually. Then if you go to Psalms 110, the Lord has sworn and will repent, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. I think Jesus biologically descends through Tamar to the order of Melchizedek, which would line up biblically. And since she was the daughter of a priest, and you really got to dig to discover that, yeah. It's these mystery-solving patterns that you can also use along with your DNA to solve family mysteries of your own. You really got to dig and find the little nuggets to put the puzzle together, because that's what it's all about. If you guys are looking for your biological parents, biological grandparents, you're trying to break through a genealogy brick wall, you can contact me on my website, dnamysterysolver.com, and request a free quote.